presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to John in Austin, Texas. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, buddy.
How you doing, man?
I'm so good I can't stand it. How about you?
Good, man.
God bless you. All of God's best to you and your family.
Wow.
You teach us how to make money. You are such a man of integrity and honesty.
Right.
I so admire what you do in your show, and you just deserve a whole lot of credit. And the other thing is you would be hard-pressed to invest in something that's going to bring you a better return than that Gold Report. It is fantastic, buddy. I just so appreciate you helping us make money.
I appreciate it, man.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow down 22 right now. NASDAQ's off 6. S&Ps are off $1. Gold contract down $12.40, trading at $1,292 an ounce. Silver off 5 pennies at $20.41 an ounce. Platinum down $14 at $1,468 an ounce. Oil, light sweet crude off $1.13 at 101.99 a barrel. Bonds, we have the 10-year down 12 ticks, trading out of 125.01. 30 years off 22 ticks at 137.28. King dollar, she's up 50 ticks at 80.96. You get the euro flat at 134, and the yen is up 35, trading out at 101.83. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We've hit 1991.39, and right now you're at 1987. We'll see where this shakes out. If you could close out at 1985.59. Under that level, that'd be a really sweet failure, folks, because you'd have, that was the level from the July 3rd area, okay? I suspect that's what we're going to have, but we'll see where this shakes out in the last hour of trading out here. NASDAQ Composite. Now, we got some really nice action out here. NASDAQ Composite, what the Composite did is this. The Composite gets to a price point of 4485. That 4485.49 came right into the high that was generated on July 3rd. It's just an absolute mind blower, folks, that when you're even dealing with large numbers, they can get so close. Volume-wise, it's not even going to come close. You know, we'll see whether it can stay tucked underneath this 4485. I do expect that it's going to. Right now, the market in general hasn't been able to hold the pricing points out here today. The Dow Industrials, that trying to get into the high, couldn't handle it. That got to 17,111. We're at 17,068. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. You know, last night we were talking about if you want to see a classic test, that classic test when we were on before the market closed yesterday was the Qualcomm deal. Qualcomm, folks, was out there testing the 8166 level. Coming right into the close, it ended up closing with 8160. Couldn't handle it. Guess what? Blown apart today. This is a classic, no doubt. Now, in that context, you can't bust it up. What's it going to do? It's going to bust it down. And where's it going to bust it to? Right now, we're at 75.94. That 70.98 is wide open. And that's the January 29th swing point. The volume's getting blown out of this in an extraordinary way. What we have right now is 30 million shares. So in the matter of 5.5 hours right now, this has come back 6 months in price. The way this is set up, however, is that this is set up for an extraordinary run down to the $66 level. You know, we'll see how that shakes and bakes, but that is how it is set up at this particular point. Now, if we go over to the biotechs, okay, we were talking about the biotechs also, and this was a classic, okay? So Gilead last night had come out with numbers, And when Gilead come out with numbers, folks, bottom line, numbers were dynamite, right? I mean, they stopped trading the stock, numbers were dynamite. After they opened the stock back up, the stock couldn't move. That in itself was saying that, oh, guess what? You can't move, you can't go up, what's going to happen? You're going to go down. Bottom line, Gilead is flat this morning, which is 8% of the IBB. But what we had Celgene. Celgene, bottom line, was coming out with the numbers this morning. As soon as Celgene came out, numbers are still fine, but Celgene couldn't handle price. She's going south with some volume. And the key with the Index 100 has been that the NASDAQ Biotech Index is what has driven it up and, in fact, driving it down. You know, understanding what the weighting structure is inside the Index 100, folks, is absolutely crucial when you're trading the NASDAQ futures, the Qs, and this is why. You had Qualcomm last night. Qualcomm is a larger weighting structure inside the Index 100 because it's a modified weighting structure. Well, this morning, you still had the Index futures up, and in fact, Qualcomm was trading down 4. It's like, ooh, this is nice. I like this, okay? That wasn't even counting that you had the two separate biotechs getting smoked, okay? ILMN, Illumina, that's down $9.50 with volume. That was testing the high, couldn't handle it, and CELG. You know, so that's something that you want to stay attuned to at all times if, in fact, you're trading that NDX 100. There's a few separate, like the small cap, the Russell 2000, there's not a lot of large weights inside that, so you can't do it, meaning take 3 or 4 different stocks like you can with the IBB. What you can do, although, is the XLE, the energy sector. You can do the same with the energy sector, the Energy Select. That's trading at 100 right now. And my point is that with that, you have the same type of structure inside of it. And that structure inside of it, meaning the weighting structure of the XLE, inside of that, you have ExxonMobil that's 15%, and you have Chevron that's 12.9%. So you're talking about 27% right off the bat. That makes it a lot easier, folks. Risk versus reward as to where you think that indice may go. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's get over and we take a look at that gold market. Gold right now is down $12. What do we have? We did 159,000 contracts. Let's take a look at this baby. Oh, it's going to get interesting. We're coming into the 19th, which had 238,000 contracts. We broke the swing point of 1292.60. That has 176,000 contracts. So what you have is this. You broke a swing. You're still on lighter volume. You're going into much heavier volume. That, to me, is still saying that, oh, this even gets better. So watch this. Let's see. 1346. So you got 46, 56, 54. Oh, this gets interesting. So 54. So if you just did not an ABC structure, meaning with volume characteristics, you just did a price structure, price projection, A to B equals C to D, which is different, by the way. In that aspect, you're dealing with just about where we are. Did I say 57? Hold on 1 second. 46, 56, 54. 54 will get you 1273. And 1276 is the breakout area. That's going to be interesting. So we'll see whether we hit that 1276.20 tomorrow. You hit it with lighter volume, particularly on a Friday, folks. It's going to be really interesting because Friday is when they can smoke the gold market. The equities themselves, they're holding up really well. Bond market. Let's go take a look at bonds. Bonds out here down this morning. Let's see where they're hitting bonds. You have the 10-year off 14 ticks right now at 124.31, and she's got light volume. 100 1 million contracts going against 1.5 million, not even close. Bonds still want higher price. We take a look at the 30-year bond we have with the 30-year right now. She is doing 269,000 contracts, and that baby is backing down with 269. Check it out, going into 413. Big number. Bonds continue to want higher price. The yield right now today on the 10-year is 2.511. We take 877-927-6648. And folks, if you'd like to test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, the way you do it, come over to our website at TFNN. Go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters. Market Insights can test drive it 2 weeks absolutely free. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there. We're coming right back with our man, Mr. Andy Heck. Dow right now down 9, Nasdaq's off 3, S&P's are flat. We'll get right back.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Wouldn't it be great if you could get a red light, green light indicator that gives you signals on 25 different future contracts? Now you can with Taz Signal Box. This red light, green light market profile system dynamically updates 24 hours a day and provides you with important trend and trade signals on 9 different commodities, 9 different indices, and 8 different currencies. Right now, you can receive a free 2-week trial to Taz Signal Box. For all the details and to find out how the Signal Box works, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pezzamento, Andy Hecht, Victor Jones, or Terrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Don't forget, folks, at TFNN, we start programming at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go from 8 to 6 each and every trading day. You can get all that programming right on your cell phone, TFNN.mobi. If you'd like to get Tiger TV, folks, right on your cell phone, just go to TFNN.com. On the right-hand side, you're going to see Tiger TV right there. You hit that little baby. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. Andy, folks, has an outstanding show on TFNN every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. You can also test drive his newsletter, Technomental Commodity Report. The way you do that, go to TFNN, you go to newsletters, you go to trading newsletters, the Technomental Commodity Report. You can test drive that 30 days absolutely free. Andy Hecht, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. You having a good day?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Cool, man.
So interesting here. I think, you know who Clarence Beeks was?
Oh, of course.
Okay, so I think
love that guy.
I think Clarence Beeks had the inventory report for natural gas today.
I like it, man.
Because natural gas started rallying before the report came out.
Oh, did it?
And yeah, it did. It was up pretty nicely. And you know, it's been in a nice downtrend for a while. It kind of, the EIA puts out the report at 10:30 Eastern Time.
Oh, look at this! I can see it. Oh my
Unbelievable.
God!
So I was looking for Beeks this morning.
Yeah. So check it out, folks. Okay.
Someone knew. Maybe Goldman.
At 9:30. Okay, you were at 374, 378. And then, now picture this, it comes out at 10:30, right, Andy?
Yep.
And at 10:10, it's at 382. Now, you might not think that's a lot, folks, but that's basically 10 cents, which is like, you're talking about, that's $1,000 move.
It's $1,000 a contract.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I think Beeks was in there with the inventory report. But we were expecting around 96 BCF injection. We got 90, and the market rallied. Listen, natural gas terribly oversold. Stochastics down at 6, RSI down at 25. Needs a bounce here. There's a gap on the chart. It needs to bounce. And inventories are too low on a fundamental basis. But I just thought the action today was very interesting. Could have rallied any day this week, because of the oversold condition. Just very interesting. And I just wonder who sniffed out that report today. Yeah. Because the reports have been coming out over analyst estimates. This one came out under, so someone knew something.
Wow.
The action tells me that. I wonder if they'll investigate that. We'll see.
I doubt it.
I doubt it, too. Anyway, the other thing, base metals, looking good. In the Technomental Commodity Report, we took 10% profit on the Power Shares Base Metals Index, the DBB, today, which was nice. They might keep going, but 10%, we had to take the profit.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with taking profits. Now, gold, Tom.
Yeah.
When I was on the show on Tuesday, I told you gold was just not sitting well in my stomach.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel great.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, I was really looking into the gold market. The cost of borrowing gold in London has dropped to like 2.5 basis points. And that's the lowest in 13 months.
Yep.
That means that producers aren't selling forward, and it also means that demand is weak in Asia. There's a lot of gold around. That's why borrowing it is so cheap here. So, I'm not overly bearish. I said I wasn't overly bearish, but I thought the market could correct.
Yeah.
It's correcting a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised to see it down a little bit more from here.
Yeah.
A lot of volume today on today's correction. Silver, particularly disappointing today, especially with the action in base metals. Silver's acting more like a precious metal today. They're all down. Platinum, palladium, gold, silver. And silver is really the leader on the downside.
Yeah, she's down 50 cents, right.
Yeah, that's a hard down there. So, we'll have to wait and see.
This is interesting. So, Yeah, there's a difference between silver and gold. Interesting. You know, and that has been on the way up, too. But because, so silver, folks, says 56,000 contracts today, taken out its swing point of 52,000, where gold hasn't taken out its swing point with volume.
Yeah, silver's been the leader recently, so we're going to have to keep our eye. Tomorrow, crazy summer Friday? Who knows, you know?
Yeah, no.
There's one thing I wanted you to look at for me.
Yeah.
I want you to look at KOL. I've been a contrarian, and I've been pretty bullish on this coal sector because of everything that's going on politically with the gas going from Russia to Germany. And I've thought that this is a great contrarian play. And I've got, you know, my subscribers into this. But I really kind of like this coal sector. Peabody came out with their earnings earlier this week. Yeah. They were okay.
Yeah, and well, I mean, this KOL, I mean, you're at 1893. You have a high volume high. It looks kind of
sexy to me.
You have a high volume high at 1936, which is sweet. So that's where that's going after. You take that out with volume. Well, actually, so check this out. This is pretty cool. So I have a weekly chart up now, folks, right? And at 1934, that was the week of May 16th. He had 725,000 shares traded. We're already at 737, 1 day left. So what that means is that, number one, you'll get into the 1934. More than likely, we'll blow it away with volume. And if that's what you get 2045, man.
Yep. That's kind of my target on this thing. Yeah. I think it looks good.
Yeah,
you know, coal.
It does.
And going into next winter, you know, if the Russians cut off gas to Germany, to other places, if this tension remains.
Well, they won't cut it off to Germany, but what they'll do is that they'll cut it off to the rest of Europe.
Well, okay. And what's the choices?
Listen, I'm speculating, but the reality is that, you know, the Russians want to be alive for a while, so.
And the bottom line is coal has been so beaten down. I mean, it's so cheap. So, you know, a little relief rally based on what's going on in the world, not out of the question here.
No, well, it's not out of the question because people are going to want to stay warm. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reality, man. Do you know what I mean?
Very interesting what's going on in the oil markets.
Yeah, so
very interesting.
I mean, oil, it's had those spikes. It hasn't been able to hold the highs. Let me just see how this is backing in. Oh, yeah, but this is backing in with light volume. This thing's not done yet on the way up.
The only thing, I'll tell you, from the you talk technical, I talk fundamental.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, refineries are operating at 93.8% capacity last week.
Okay.
There's a huge surplus of gasoline. That gasoline crack spread has dropped from like $22 to $16. Huge move. Means that the refiners are going to make less money. You're seeing that in stocks like Valero, which have really given it up, you know, over the last month or so. They've dropped from, you know, big highs to, I think Valero's down in the $48, $49 a share.
Yeah, from $60.
And when those crack spreads go down, Tom, that's the economics for Valero, for Chevron,
you know, so cool.
for these companies.
You did one of the workshops on that, right?
Yeah. And really, it's a great thing to follow. If you're in those stocks, you got to look at cracks.
Right. No, I can see that. You know.
But there's a lot of gasoline around. Now the refineries are going to turn around. You know, we should be decreasing gasoline stockpiles here. We're in the middle of the summer. We make gasoline in March and April for the late spring and summer, the driving season. Now we're going to start making heating oil for when it gets cold again. So the refineries are going to change over here. So we shouldn't have a lot of surplus of gasoline. We do. Demand is lower for gasoline this summer. So very interesting, and that's kind of weighing heavily on the oil price here.
Right.
The other thing interesting about oil is that the Brent WTI spread has shrunk to about $5. That's pretty interesting. And that's got some ramifications, global ramifications.
Listen, folks, come over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters, trading newsletters, the Technomental Commodity Report. Can test drive it right here, right now, 1 full month. And don't forget, every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time, you can listen to our man, Mr. Andy Heck. Andy, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Right after this. That's right.
Right after you.
Right after me. Stay right there.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Right now, you get the Dow flat, NASDAQ, they're all flat. The S&Ps are up 2. You take a look at Zillow, okay? This is a trip, what's going on here. This is intraday, too, folks. Zillow is up $19 at 145. This little baby at 2 Eastern Standard Time, bottom line took off from 126 to 145. And what this is all about is that, let me see if it's a rumor or what it is, that they want to buy Trulia. Okay, so Zillow is seeking to acquire rival Trulia. People with knowledge of the matter said in a move to combine the 2 most visited U.S. real estate websites, both shares of both companies jumped. TRLA. Take a look at Trulia. Trulia is up $12.94. They both jumped simultaneously with volume, blowing away swing points, all of the above. And what does get really interesting, there's no doubt, is that the market itself, meaning the amount of bread that these sites have taken in, has gone up dramatically. You know, in 2013, if we take a look at Zillow on the first quarter went from 39 million to 66 million. Second quarter, 46 to 76. And they're looking, without taking Trulia over, they're looking to go from 66 to 92 next year. Now we'll take that and let's go put that inside of what Trulia is doing. Yeah, big numbers. Oh, this is even more interesting. And Trulia is doubling. They went from 24 million to 54 million. So Trulia has a heavier growth prospect, and it factually has. Not necessarily, well, no, they're looking to grow 50% this year. So let me just take this for a second. I'll do this quick. So we get 62 million per quarter, 62 for Trulia. Zillow is doing look at that. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, so check this out. 66. So Zillow is 66 and Trulia is 62. Let me just see these market caps for a second. So you get the market cap on Trulia is 5.7 billion. No, that's Zillow. That's for Zillow. That's the market cap of Zillow. And the market cap, no wonder why they want to buy it. And the market cap of Trulia, that's cheap, is 1.9 billion. Yeah, they're stealing this thing. Interesting. Now this gets interesting. That's why you can see this thing is up so much. So check it out. They're doing the same amount of gross sales. Trulia is actually has more strength, meaning is growing quicker. And Zillow looks like it's, it is. Zillow is definitely valued much higher. So, we'll see where this whole thing shakes out. If you are in the real estate business, though, and you are looking at houses, both of those sites, folks, get better each and every day. You can't depend on what their assessments are as to what a house is worth. What they do have is this, though, which in fact, we just, at the Tiger Fund, I just put up 2 houses for sale that we just finished today. And what you can do very quickly is this, is that you can drag and drop as to the neighborhoods, as to what is your competition. You can understand very quickly what each neighborhood is getting per square foot. But more important, what they have on the right-hand side is this, is that they have the sales that are already done, and so you can see up to date pretty quickly what they got per square foot, and real estate, folks, is all about per square foot. Location's important, But what you do have is location per square foot. And what gets intriguing here, of course, no doubt, is that you can have houses that are dramatically much better inside and done better. And in this type of market will end up happening. Those are the houses that will move quicker. But the amount of advertising that is out there is extraordinary. And that is the type of advertising, no doubt, that if, in fact, they get a call, those agents, because it's a commission-based business, they can afford to, pay some good advertising on a continual basis. So I can see how one wants to eat the other. What's going to be intriguing here is, in fact, if that does take place, because they will be able to drive price. They'll definitely be able to drive price. I can see that they could drive price, and they could drive price pretty quickly. 877-927-6648. Some of the high-volume stocks in a low-volume market out here. This is what you have. Your Bank of America is flat out here. We got Facebook is up $4. You had Yahoo. Oh, let's go to Yahoo. Yahoo is up $146. What's Yahoo doing out here? So Yahoo is up $1.46. 41 million shares traded. And basically, bottom line, she's going to, that's not, 41 million is not bad. That's not bad. That's saying that she can make the top of her range. The top of that range out there is 37.16. Caterpillar come out with numbers this morning. Let's see what Caterpillar's doing. She gapped away, gapped downtown. That was like, she's got a little sore thumb that's hanging out here. It's a high volume swing point at 100.72. That is from May 20th. The larger one that is hanging out here, put this on a weekly for a second. You got to remember that February 5th level, folks, is a big number. Yeah, Caterpillar's going to get that lower price too. Caterpillar, you're at 104.94 is the next stop on Caterpillar. Let's go take a look at Boeing. Boeing, as she is, she broke the swing point, broke it with volume. Boeing has just gone from 130 to 124. And she just took out swing points. So the A point on this is the multiple ABC structure. A point is 138. The B is 125. So you get $8. Your C is 130. So you got 122. And this one here, what do you think it's going after? We know what it's going after. February 5th. Tack 2 February 5th, folks. Bottom line, that's where this market is screaming to. Now, February 5th, if you want to just see how far the S&P can go down, the cash S&P right now is at 1897. The February 5th level is 1737. So you're talking about a big number. You're talking about 2,300 Dow points. We go over to the Dow Industrials and we take a look at it. And, right now we're at 17,000, and that's, it's 15,300. So it's what, 1,700 points. Not the end of the world, but that's where this baby's heading. If we go over to the NASDAQ composite, we take a look at the composite. And see, the composite actually gives you more evidence that that's where it wants to go. The reason is this. The composite has already been to the February 5th level and actually broke it. We got down to 36.46, where the February 5th level was 36.68. Broke it, comes all the way back topside, stretches the whole deal. And what we have out here today, folks, is that, you're at highs. We've been at these highs for quite a while. And each and every day, you have a shorter price spread in the marketplace, lighter volume, and what that is saying is that, bottom line, you can't get to higher price and hold higher price. One of the biggest heads up for me last night was when Gilead came out with numbers. They halted the stock, and the numbers were huge, and the stock didn't move. It's like, oh, really? And it never actually, what was intriguing is that they didn't explain why they halted the stock. Bottom line is that when that thing opened back up, it just couldn't handle it. We go over to the Russell 2000. We look at the small caps. Small caps out here today, the IWM got to 115. That had already done an ABC structure on the way down. This is mimicking the NASDAQ 100. The difference is that the small caps, when it went back topside on July 1st, just tested that high, gave it up on price, gave it up with volume. Now it looks like it's a much larger ABC down. 120.97 is your A point. 112 is your B. So you get that's about $7.50, which is going to line you up at a 113 price point. And the February 5th lows are 109 to 107. So there's some action here on the way down. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow's up 3, NASDAQ flat, S&P's up 2. We're going to be right back.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com. Eastern legend tells of a fair maiden who was offered a rare gift by the king of the land, a bag of pearls. The king promised that she could keep the largest, most perfect pearl she could find with these 3 conditions. 1, choose only 1 pearl. 2, remove 1 pearl at a time, accept or reject it. And 3, if rejected, it would be lost forever. She began by looking at the pearls, passing on many special treasures. She delved deeper into the bag, and soon the pearls were replaced with pebbles. Sadly, she went home empty-handed. Folks, replace pearls with time, because we cannot go back even 2 seconds. We live in the eternal moment of now. So when now are you going to take advantage of my offer to you, a subscription to my daily investment newsletter service, Mastering Probability, where you can experience the most incredible pearls for trading and investing, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator and Strategy. The offer? It gets better. A 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't go home empty-handed. Mastering Probability. Available on the homepage of TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by BackTech Environmental. For more information, just click the BackTech banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. You get Marvell down 49 cents. Boeing's off 236. You get Caterpillar off 348. Disney's up 73 cents. You get IBM up $1.69. Walmart's down 52. JP Morgan's up 17. And let's go to John in New York. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
Beach Petroleum.
Beach?
Is this a pump and dump? BEPTF.
No, I wouldn't say it's a pump and dump. It's a I know it's a $1.68, but it's $1 billion company. So they take in some monster money here, so let's take a look at it. So they produce oil and natural gas. They do a huge amount of business in Australia, Tanzania, Papua New Guinea. The low is $1.17. The high is $1.70. They pay a 2.3% dividend. Okay, so what are we looking to do here?
I'm thinking of buying. What price would you recommend?
Well, okay, so we're at 168. Last swing point up here is 170. That had 477,000 on the weekly, and now we're at 700. That's pretty cool. Okay, so check this out, folks. So we're looking at Beach Energy. So what we have, John, is this. It got over the high of 170, right? Hit it today, and it hasn't been able to hold price. So it's 168. And pennies, which is a mind blow, make a difference, okay? What would be really cool here, and now what you have is that you're pushing into that high with volume. So what that's saying is that, guess what? It's going to be there and get higher. Now, when it can't hold price, what you'll see many times is like, okay, it's been a consolidation. This consolidation started in March of 2013. It's like, okay, you want to go down to the bottom of the consolidation, man. If you just go down to the bottom of the consolidation, you're going to be in sweet shape because that's 153. And I'd wait for it. That's my bottom line. I'd wait for it to get down there. You get down there with lighter volume, then I'd be on it, man. Because it looks to me like this is, let me take it longer, but it looks like it's building an ABC structure on the way up. Yeah, it is. It is. This thing wants to probably go to 185. Let me put this on a monthly for a second. Yeah, it's not bad, man. But I'd wait until you get a retracement, because the way that it is trading out here today is that it looks like it's going to reject that level, and if it does, it'll back down the other side. Now, let me just pull something else up. What happens, folks, is that this is an Australia company, so when you're dealing with that, what you want to do is say, okay, you want to know where the Aussie dollar is. We take a look at the Aussie dollar right now, is that it's at 94. Real question is, let me pull this back. Let's see what the Aussie dollar wants to do. So the Aussie dollar came down from 110. It's not the end of the world. What you have, John, is this, is that the Aussie dollar is in a lower trading range. So the real key is going to be like, can this get down to 80? Which would be, which you can, by the way. And that's where what does happen And that's an aspect of why it could be worth less money, because you're dealing with a currency issue also. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's what's possible as to why this, in general, basically just don't get as much traction as it probably would be for $1 billion company. Do you know what I mean? Because at the break, that's how I knew so fast. I had already looked this up, thinking that, that okay, when you're dealing with small numbered stocks, folks, you absolutely want to pull up, okay, what are the revenues, just to make sure that, you're not dealing with the pump and dump, And in this case, this is pretty consistent what they have. In 2010, they were taking in $487 million, 11, $500 million, 2012, 618. They're looking at 698 this year. And, no, they're looking at $1 billion this year. That's what they're looking for. Now, they only report twice a year, just so you know. The first half and second half. That's how that shakes out. So,
can you check another one?
Sure.
Laredo Petroleum, LPI is the symbol.
LPI, okay. So let's take a look. This is Independent Oil and Gas Company. This is in the Perma Basin. The low is $20. The high is $34. This is Tulsa, Oklahoma company. We put this back on a 2-year weekly. Okay, so what I would do with this one here, so when we came off the highs in November, you came down pretty hard in this one. Let me just put this down. Ooh, simultaneously, look what you have. I like it. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're at 29. This thing gets near 22, be all over it. Even the first level is going to be 26.86. And where I'm going with the 26.86, John, is this. August of 2013, that's the high of August 2013. But if you get into that level, meaning you come into that bar, then just wait for the bottom of it. Because what this does have, and this is tricky, it made its first high at $34.55 in October, 27 million. Then it did 34.60 with 36 million. So you see this many times, folks. And what this is that you made a high with volume, then you gave it up. So it's like, okay, hold it. Do you have a high with volume, and it's going to go back, or do you have volume off the highs? Now, what I've found is this, is that this is only 1 month. So it's like, okay, it would be high. It's going to be hard for this to break through the aspect of getting up and over this level again. But bottom line is that you have a high volume high. And this is just an equity, that expanded itself by almost 100%. So you got to expect that you're going to get a pullback. And that's what you got.
Of the two, which one do you like better?
Of the two, let me just look at this through. Technically, thus far, I like the second one. I just want to see what's going on. Yeah, it's the second one. And technically, I like it. Fundamentally, what's going on also, the growth prospect. The growth that they've already done is huge. 2012, they did $588 million. 2013, $666. This year, they're going to do $834, and they're looking for $1.1 billion next year. Yeah, this is the one, man. And what you also have there, you don't have the currency risk. This is a U.S. company based in Tulsa, doing business in where all the oil is, man. This is the one.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks so much, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. Look at that owl. Man, I love doing this program. It's a beautiful thing. All you tigers and tigresses, you stay right there. We're going to be coming right back. Dow is up 1. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are up 1.5. We're going to be right back.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
Oh, can't really complain. First of all, I wanted to thank you for the bargain re-up on the gold report. I've been getting it for quite a while, and for a couple of years there, it was like an insurance policy. I'd say, oh, I got to buy gold, and the gold report would say, oh, no, not yet. And lately, it's like a winning lottery ticket. So it's working really well all around.
I appreciate the feedback, Marty. Thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our Believe cards. Now, this is by Robert Blatt. Remember that there is a part of life for which you are the explanation. That's a beautiful thing. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials flat. Where is she? There she is. Okay. Dow Industrials down $2. NASDAQ was off a buck. S&Ps were flat. Gold contract down $11, trading at $1,292 an ounce. Silver off 58 cents at $20.41 an ounce. Platinum off 14 at $1,469 an ounce. Copper up 5.5 pennies at $3.26 a pound. Light sweet crude down a buck at $102.02 a barrel. Bonds, we had the 10-year down 12.6 at $125.01. 30-year off 21.6 at 137.29. Both of those bonds, the 10 and the 30-year, were down on lighter volume. King dollar up 35 ticks at 80.95. The euro is at 134, and the yen's trading up 30 at 101.77. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You are at 1988.67. Bottom line, you're at a high. You know, you get a high, you can go higher. No juice behind the move, but bottom line, you can do it. SPY, the SPY, we take a look at the SPY. The SPY did 54 million shares out here today. 54 million shares. That's after coming downtown with like about 185 million. So there's no juice there, but, you know, you have the little expansion each and every day with volume, with lighter volume, rather. When we do take a look at the SPY, you can actually almost go back a month and we're at the same level. But, you know, there's a few equities that have been higher. Most of the equities that are actually inside the indices basically have been down at a lower price, and some of them are absolutely got toasted and roasted. Dow Industrials, sideways move. That's what that's all about. We're at 1783. NASDAQ composite. Now, he has that divergence inside that composite out here today. The composite closed at 4472, and that's a failure. She got to 4485, got to the July 3rd high, couldn't handle that high, came off that high. If you look at the NDX 100, she got over the high of yesterday, closed underneath it. We did lighter volume also. She's going to have to get a lot lower in order to basically say that, yeah, she wants to go south. Inside the NDX 100 today, what you did have is this, is that you had Qualcomm go south. We were talking about Qualcomm yesterday. Qualcomm was testing that high level on a weekly basis, failed on price, failed on volume. That was the price point of 81.66, I believe. Bottom line, it closed at 81.60. Gets blown away today. Goes down 5.42 with monster volume. You're going to see a lot lower price there. TripAdvisor, that was down 5.57 today. And then the biotechs. The biotechs were taking the NASDAQ south once again. You had Illumina down 8.84. You had Celgene, which was off 2.93. After the market close out here, we're going to have a lot of numbers. At 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's a rumor out on Bloomberg that Zillow wants to take over Trulia. Zillow went up $19, and Trulia also went up Trulia went up $13. Bottom line is that when you actually look at these, I can see why Zillow wants to take over Trulia, because the fact of the matter is that the Zillow's market cap is huge compared to Trulia, but revenue-wise, they take in almost the same amount. They take in about $62 to $68 million per quarter. We go take a look at the gold market. Here's a little divergence, and this is what it is. Inside the gold market, what we have is this. Gold was down $11.50 today. We did 161,000 contracts, but that's 161,000 was going into 200,000 and going into 238,000. So you're still coming down with lighter volume. Silver, different ball game. We take a look at silver. Silver took out its swing point today, took it out with volume. Silver market, we did 57,000 contracts, and she basically, came into the swing point. It's not bad, actually, 52,057. It's not the end of the world. And she still is coming into her day of strength with lighter volume, which was on the 19th of June. That's the way that is set up right now. Okay, so after the close out here, we get let's see, Away, AWAY, that closed at $32. That's trading at $35.80 right now. And here, this is the number on Away. The revenue was $114 million. Their free cash flow was $35 million. The revenue is up 31%. They're looking for 2014 revenue from $440 million to $449 million. The earnings per share was 15 cents. They were looking for 15 cents. Now, what Away is, folks, is this. This is an online vacation rental accommodations. It's all over the world, whether you're talking apartments, condos, estates, hotels, homes, the whole ball of wax. This site, okay, if we take a look at this on a technical basis first, what you're going to see is that you come off a high out here of $48, you're down to $32. And bottom line is that what she did, just as a classic, she came right back to the sign of strength, which is on November of 2013, did it with lighter volume, takes off again. I can tell you on a fundamental basis, we do use this site, and this is an awesome site. And this is, so check this out. So if you have short-term rentals, which the Tiger Fund does, and in fact, if you come to Florida, folks, okay, we get some beautiful short-term rentals. If you happen to come to the west coast of Florida, you can go to TFNN and just hit the Tiger Real Estate Fund. Just keep that in mind in the future when you're coming down here. Bottom line is that this is a great site in order to manage your short-term rentals. The average cost, well, not the average cost, the top-end cost, if you want the premium, and that's what we buy, is $895 a year. And what you get for that specifically, each and every day, you wouldn't believe the amount of traction is pretty dramatic. Now, the amount of closes are decent, but when you talk about traction, that each and every day there's a good 3 or 4 inquiries each and every day, for units. Okay, so what it does is this, and this is what's really cool. If we talked even 3 or 4 years ago, the short-term rental market was not as lucrative as it is now because you had 2 different things you had to depend on, depending where you are. You had to depend on a broker basically showing a unit, a broker answering the phone, and then paying a broker. Now what ends up happening is that in-house you can do all of that, so that the dependability on who's answering the phone, who's taking the calls, who's showing the units is all in-house, and it's a great way that you're cutting everyone out. Let's go to Jeff in Orlando. Hey, Jeff, what's going on?
Ain't nothing shaking, man.
How you been?
Hey, I'm still waiting for this impending market correction at 825. I'm 4 years old. I mean, I ain't got the man upstairs might say in 2 years you're done. I want to see it. Am I going to see it?
I think you're going to have a beard like ZZ Top, man.
So I'm done. Finitimo. I'm done.
I'm telling you, man. I know. Believe me. I know. I know.
No, do you think, we've been going up for, 5 years on air, right? Or am I wrong?
No, I think I'd say you're right. It's not necessarily. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are we in a secular bull market or what?
Well,
no?
you certainly, price-wise, there's no doubt we're in a bull market. You know, I can't say we're in a bear market because the technical term for a bear market is that, first off, my term anyway, you have to come 20% off the highs. You know, so the bottom line is that we're at highs. You're at highs, that's a bull market, right?
I hear you.
Okay, man.
All right, take care.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. It's Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Come right back.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Investors, Taz Market Research delivers to his subscribers expert commentary on the analysis of 50 different markets each day. Get this invaluable and timely information through the daily market research videos Taz Market Research produces each day before 9 a.m. The video analysis will include reports on currencies, interest rates, indices, metals, energies, grains, and more. You'll be able to gauge where high profitability setups are in each of the markets. Receive a free 2-week trial subscription to Taz Market Research videos on the front page of TFNN.com.
Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome, folks. Amazon just come out with numbers. Amazon closed at $3.58. She's trading down $20 right now at $3.38. And this is no doubt a classic also, meaning Amazon has led the way down. The high that was established in Amazon goes all the way back to January of this year. That high was $4.08. You do the first leg down to $3.37. You do it with volume. Where you go back topside up to the 383, you come back downtown to 284, and 284 is game for Amazon once again, folks, because what you do have down here is that you get a nice high volume high that basically is sitting right there at the 288. I suspect you get an ABC down, actually, which is going to be a monster. So 405 is your A point. Yeah, you do. You get, that's $120, yeah, it's $119 A to B. So that would give you $240. And right now, you are at $330, I think. Yeah, you're at $340. That's another $100 down. Numbers-wise, goes like this. And that's how Amazon likes to trade anyway, folks. So Amazon, the estimated loss was 15 cents. They lost 27. Big number there. Sales. Okay, let me find the third quarter sales. There they are. Okay, so the sales were at $19.34 billion. They expect next quarter to be $19.34 billion also. No, $19.7 billion. Well, they're speculating 19.7 to 21. You know, if you use Amazon Prime, folks, you can. There's nothing like it. You know, no matter what's happening with the stock. The bottom line is that that system is absolutely insane. I don't know how they make money on it, but Amazon eventually will take over the whole shopping experience. That's the way that seems to be set up. CLAC, K-L-A-C. That also. This is CLAC is this is the in the yield management monitoring process business in the semiconductor industry. That closed at $73. That's trading down a couple dollars right now. She's at $71.32. We take a look at this baby, and what you're going to see, we'll put this on a weekly basis. On a weekly basis, oh, this is going to get interesting, this one. So she just did a full extension. This one you want to keep your eye on, and the reason being is that just on a regular correction, yeah, she can get down to $60, but you're going to want to be all over that baby at $60. SBUX, we got a good old Starbucks. Starbucks closed at $80.45. She's trading at $79.65. Let's see what Starbucks. Ooh, look at this too. Okay, Starbucks you want to keep your eye on too. Check this out. Ooh, interesting. Pull this back a bit because this looks like it's going to be an ABC up, another ABC up. And Starbucks is going to start selling booze, folks. Okay, so on a weekly basis, I see what's happening. Okay, so this is where it's really important, folks, as to the aspect that what are you looking for? Meaning, are you looking at a daily, weekly, monthly chart? Daily chart, guess what? Looks great. Weekly chart, forget it. This is distribution at highs after Starbucks has run from $18 up to $80. Can't handle it. Can't handle that price. You're gonna have some kind of a pullback here. So here comes the number. The net revenue, oh my, what a great number, $4.2 billion. Oh my God, amazing. Same store sales on a global basis is up 6%. That's a big number. Their earnings per share is up 22%. It's a big number all over the place. You know, and that's where they haven't started rolling out selling the booze yet, you know, and you're going to see some big numbers. There's no doubt about that. Depending on where some of those Starbucks are located, folks, you will see. I suspect that they're going to start doing some numbers, and the numbers they do, you know, you're going to be paying. Who knows how much for a glass of wine? It's going to get intriguing to see how that shakes out. Maxim Integrated Products. This is another chip maker, I believe. Yeah, mixed integrated circuits. That closed at $32.94. She's trading at $28. She's getting hammered. She's down $4. This came off the highs with volume. The chip industry is getting damaged here in a big way. But if you remember, our man, Mr. Dave White, you know, we were talking about this on our Friday show. He was talking about it even about 6 months ago. And what he was talking about specifically was we knew that he felt that the upgrade that was happening in the Microsoft's software, I think it was the XP. They were no longer going to support XP. They're coming out with new software. What that was going to do is basically do a whole upgrade cycle, and it looks like the upgrade cycle is not only done, but it looks like what has happened there because of that is that the chips basically are coming off, and they're coming off with some volume on the way downtown. Altera, that little baby had gone south yesterday. She's trading at 34.04, and she is at 34.80 right now. Let's see what she's saying. She's saying, okay, the sales are $491 million. They see third quarter sales down 2 to 3%, though. Gross margins, still some nice gross margins, pretty amazing gross margins. The gross margins that they're talking about here, 67%. That's a big number. That's a big number when you're talking gross margins. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We go over to Boeing. We take a look at Boeing. Some of these Dow stocks are starting to get hammered out here. Boeing's an ABC structure on the way down. It goes down $2.31 today. Takes out his B point. The B point had 8 million shares. She takes it out with 10 million. The A point on this is 138. Your B point is 125. 35, that's $13. C, so that's 127. That's what she's going after. And 121, folks, is the high volume swing low of February 5th. This February 5th benchmark is a big number. The amazing part is that you have the S&P still hanging at those highs when you have the February 5th. Little by little, a lot of these large caps are getting down to that number. You're going to see more of them get down to that number. Excuse me. Some of the high volume stocks in a market that was low today. Here you go. Facebook was up $3.69. You had Yahoo up $1.46. Qualcomm gave back $5.42. DH Horton, we'll get into that. That gave back $2.86. That's a housing stock. Let's go over to there right now. DHI. So DH Horton down $2.86 today at $21.94. This baby came down with monster volume. And let's see what their specialty is. So construction sells single-family housing, entry-level move-up markets, primarily in the Midwest, Mid-Atlantic, Southwest. Let's see what they had to say. There she is. Okay, their backlog. That's in they closed 7,676 homes. The revenue is $2.1 billion. Bottom line is something in there they don't like. We'll bring this back, put this on a monthly basis, on a 5-year monthly. And on a 5-year monthly, folks, bottom line is that this is an equity that went from $8 up to 27. She's got a $17. She's going to go test $17. She does it with lighter volume. Guess what? That's going to be a consolidation. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrials finished down 2. NASDAQ off 1.5. S&Ps were flat. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman wave sequence. Using the Chapman wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders, take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days, unconditionally, so there's no risk to you, other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments. And whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over, and there's nothing like when you're talking big numbers, and they're all over the place today, folks. Baidu.com. Baidu closed at $204. She's trading up $13 right now at $217. Numbers on Baidu go like this. The estimate was $1.40. They made $1.73. That's the earnings per share. Revenue 2.14, and bottom line they're banging out 2.22. So they get some juice underneath them. If we take a look at Baidu, Baidu, bring this back. She's at highs. She's at highs, and you're at highs, you can go higher. That's the bottom line. Let's go to Doug in Denver, Colorado. Hey, Doug, what's going on?
How are you, sir? Nice to hear your smiling face.
Thanks for calling, man. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
Hank, you'd like to take a look at T as an AT&T. Earnings came out today. The market obviously never likes their earnings. I see it went down pretty good to about 35 and change early. Couldn't pick it up, so I'm looking for a buy point.
Let's take a look. You got Ma Bell, the low's 31, the high's 36. They pay a 5% dividend, folks, okay? As Doug said, yeah, it came down. It came down, it came down to the last swing point out here that had juice on it. Volume was the 23rd of April. 34.46 was the number. You had 59 million. You come down there with 44. So on the daily,
that's an earnings date.
Yeah?
The market never likes their earnings.
Really? Oh, that's interesting, man. So 34.80. So check this out. This is pretty cool, folks. So what equities love to do is this. This came off the lows in March. Okay, well, here, no, it's not the lows. That was just it's a consolidation that's been in for 6 months. On a weekly basis, you go from a price point of 32 to 34.80, which for Ma Bell, that's a big number, folks, because there's so many stocks, so many shares. She does that with 195 million shares. This week thus far, you're only at 98 million, and that's after doing 44 million today. Okay. Let me put this in a monthly for a second. So in a monthly, you have a consolidation that's been in place since April of 2012. Every time that you get close to, oh my God, look at this. The real question is it going to break this 35.50? So, Doug, what you have is this, is that when the last time this came off the bottom of this consolidation was March. The low of that is 31.76. The high was 35.50 to be exact, right where we are. I would wait to that 31.76, man. That's how it's set up. It's a good looking setup. Let me pull this back more. Yeah, and I'd wait too. Interesting. I could see. There's a spike. Oh, that's good. So 39 on a, yeah, it's going to test the 39. If you go back to April of 2013, that high volume spike at $39 will get tested. So the closer you can get it to 31, the better off you'd be. You could get the 5% dividend and still wait for that 39, which would be basically, what, 18% topside, man.
Mm-hmm. And plus the dividend.
That's what I mean. Yeah, right.
Based on your legging in, when would you start to leg in on the, let's assume we can.
This is cool. Okay, so on a scale in, right, this is what I like to do, folks, okay? I like to do 3 scales, meaning 3 buys on the way in. So what you could do is this. The top of that range is right where we are right now. It's like, but the way this traded today, it's like, okay, yeah, she wants to get into at least a 33. That's what it looks like, right? Mm-hmm. So you could go, let's say if you're going to do 100 shares, you could go 33, 32, 31, and you're legged in at 32. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
That's kind of, and you wouldn't do the second or third leg, folks, unless the volume contracted as you're doing that. That's how I'd leg into it. You know what I mean? But
yeah, understood.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you very much.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Let's go over and we'll take a look at Verizon simultaneously. So Verizon is at 51.05. Verizon pays a 4.15% dividend. She is, put this in a 5-year. Put this in a 10-year, actually. Yeah, so Verizon also can pull back to the 48 or 51 right now. So they've had some nice runs. These telephone have definitely had some nice runs. They've figured out how, no doubt, to make money in the marketplace. What you do have, folks, okay, my take on this whole computer, phone, data, phones are the computers. Bottom line, we're going to see that phones are going to take over the whole ball of wax. Why? They're fast. The screens are getting a little bit bigger. You always got to remember something demographically, okay? Demographically coming up, if you're around any young people at all, you're going to see that they can use those phones quicker than you and I can use computers. It's that dramatic. So it's a big number. I don't think that's going to change. I think that's going to accelerate on a basis very, very quickly. See, because the thing that's pretty wild is that most of us don't use the power that's inside computers anyway. I mean, when I look at the amount of power that we actually have, you know, then I look at what I use it for. It's like, really? You know, you're talking about spreadsheets, you're talking about email, you're talking about, Word documents, YouTube. That's it, you know. I don't use Facebook, but there's plenty of people who use Facebook. But that's, you know, that's the basis, I think, of most people use it. So guess what? You know, on your cell, you can get all of that. You can stream TFNN. That's a beautiful thing. But I suspect that the mobile applications are getting more. The phone is getting more. You know, you can see that Samsung Galaxy, they come out with a wider screen. It looks like Apple's going to come out with a wider screen. That no doubt makes a difference as to what you can see, what you can put on the screen, and how easy it is to do that. But that's the route that we're going to, and we're going very quickly. We're going to take a look at the gold market. We'll just use AEM. We take a look at AEM. An Eagle today, down 42 cents, light volume. Royal Gold. Now, Royal Gold is a heads up as to what the actual physical gold wants to do, and guess what? They couldn't hit Royal Gold. This is pretty amazing, actually. Royal Gold is now 48 cents. He did 492,000, and that is going into 900,000. Let's go to Bob in Brighton, Mass. Hey, Bob, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day?
Oh, yeah, having a great day.
Cool, man. So, hey, what's the weather up in Boston these days?
Nice, beautiful. A couple hot days. Now it's overcast, mid-70s.
Mid-70s. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Last couple days, 80, 85, humid. But, you know, it's been a good summer. Good
Sweet.
Summer.
That's awesome, man. Good to hear. What are we going to look at?
White Wave, WWAV as in Victor.
Let's take a look. So they produce market dairy and dairy alternatives, soy milk.
Soy milk.
Soy milk. Okay, Denver, Colorado. The low is 18, the high is 33.
Earnings next week.
Earnings next week, and look at someone already knows something, right?
I don't know.
And the way it traded out here today, with some real juice behind this move. So
I bought it at 19, and it's been just doing nothing but going up.
Wow. So. Isn't that a beautiful thing? You're going to be taking your wife down to the Four Seasons, man, right in Boylston Street pretty soon. I like that.
I don't know. They don't serve a lot of vegan food down there. I don't know.
Oh, well, I got a great place for you. Right in Chinatown, right? You're going to go, oh, man, I used to go to this place all the time. In Chinatown, there's a Buddhist vegan restaurant.
Buddha Temple.
It's dynamite. You got it.
Buddha Temple. I think it closed, but it was good.
Did it? Okay. So, you got some action here, man. Yeah, this is a nice setup. Holy cow. Okay, so you got multiple ABC structures here. So your A point was 19. If I bring this back, let me put this on a monthly and see if we got an ABC here on a monthly. You do. So now the question is it going to do another ABC up? Wow. Okay. I'm going to bring this back on a weekly again. We're looking, folks, at WWAV. I'd stay right where you are, man. It looks to me like you're going to do another ABC structure on the way up. And if you have that, your A point is 25, your B is 33, so you get $8. That gives you 37. A to B equals C to D. It's pushing with volume. You've already done, this week you've already done 9.8 million. Your swing point only has 5.9 million.
Yeah, it's having a big week.
Yeah. Now
got a couple of gaps down below though on the daily chart.
No, that's the danger. The danger is when this thing gets done is that $19 is sticking out like a sore thumb, which is a drag. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, you know. But I've seen this enough that when that happens, what you do, so what you have here, folks, is this. You got multiple ABC structures on the way up, has the volume, has everything going with it. You have gaps that are down below, which are dangerous, real dangerous. They're not dangerous. Well, they're always dangerous. But right now, this baby is pushing into the swing point, pushing higher. But every time that you finish an ABC structure on the way up, man, you just be careful. Bring that stop all the way up.
Now, I know you got to go, but when are you going to go bullish? Now that this market's been going up for 5 years, when are you going to be a bull?
What am I? It's not going to be this month.
Well, but it's never. Every month you stay bearish and the market keeps moving.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technamental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technamental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technamental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Join Andy Hecht as he teaches you how to make money in commodities. The Commodities Hour, next on TFNN.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finished down 2. NASDAQ was off $1.50. You get the futures down a few dollars right now. The NASDAQ futures are off 10. The S&Ps are off 2. And a good piece of that is going to be the semiconductors and Amazon. Amazon right now is trading down $26. That closed at $3.58. She's at $3.32. If we do take a look at Amazon, what you're going to see is at $3.22. She is coming. She'll give back everything she got the last couple of weeks. She has a high volume low at 288. It looks to me that is it 288? Yeah, it's 288. It looks like it's a very large ABC structure on the way down. We're at we closed at 358 today. The ABC structure on the way down, however, will get you. Actually, put this on a monthly, because I remember doing this on a monthly before, that this is a large number on the way down where this can get to. Yeah, 227. 227 is the number here. And the way Amazon's trades, that can get a 227 very quickly. Now, what gets intriguing is that 227 on Amazon, folks, is August of 2011. And, of course, that's 3 years. And you get to 3 years ago in all of 7 months. But that's what happens on the way down. That would be the first stop. The second stop can be 136, which would be a total mind blower. You know, but if we do look at Amazon of what we've just done, we went from $25 in 06 up to $480. Now, what Amazon has also done is this. Amazon, folks, was the first equity off the lows after the financial crash in 2007. It also very well may have been the first equity off its highs, because Amazon, since the first of this year, 2014, has been going down. And the expansion on the way down has been with volume. You know, and when we talk about price, when we talk about volume, the extension has been dramatic. There's no doubt about that. As Bob from Brighton was just saying, you know, the market has been going up for 5 years. No doubt. It has. And, you know, when you talk risk versus reward, bottom line is that the elevator up is slow, the elevator down is pulled. And what that specifically means is that when bids get pulled from the marketplace, folks, and there's no buyers on one side, which happens on the way down, it happens very quickly, people just can't seem to understand it. How can something go down so dramatically versus how it just crawls up? But that is how markets work. That's what it comes down to. If we go take a look at the, let's go, that's right, I forgot, ALB. I'll look at this ALB too. I believe ALBZ you want to look at. ALB. Okay, so ALB, let's see, this is a company that produces specialty and fine chemicals. If we take a look at this on a daily basis, let me put this on a monthly basis, a weekly basis first. Okay, so I got to put this on a monthly, because on a weekly, what you have is that, okay, I got it. Oh, this one's going to be interesting. So this is what you have here. You have a high volume high and you have a high volume low. So it's like, where are you going? Well, she already gave it up at 76. What you'd be looking for is that you're at 67. The first spot you'd be looking for here on the way down is 56.92. And what 56.92 is that is the highs of 2011. If you get into the 56.92 area, meaning get in there 2 or 3 points, just stay right there, because then the baby will go down all the way down to 38. You get to 38 with lighter volume, reject it, you get a field day. Why? Because then the consolidation is going to be a monster up to 76. That's the other way of looking at this. We take a look at the, he wants to look at the hogs. Well, we see what we got here. I love trading these hogs, and I haven't done it in a couple months. So, hogs came down 2 pennies today. We're at 108. You took a swing point out. We took out 114. 114 had 15,000 contracts. Let's check this out. This is a trip. So you had 15,000 contracts at 114. We did 15,690 today. $0.99 is where it wants to go. So what I would do with this, and hogs are tricky, okay? What I would do with this, I would just wait for a bounce. You'd love to see a bounce get into like 111. 111.05 would be the number, because then you'd have an ABC structure on the way down. That's hogs. If we get into cattle for a second, cattle, where are you, baby? Live cattle is $1.58. Yeah, I wouldn't touch live cattle. Live cattle, we're still eating steaks. Bottom line, live cattle. So check this out. This is going to be interesting. And this week you're going to have to watch out with hogs. Is that live cattle, your A is 140, your B is at 158, so you almost got 20 cents. That gives you 169, A to B equals C to D. And if the cattle go to 169, folks, what you'd have there is that you'd be, the hogs would probably go with them, because what you have is that the bottom line is that that type of expense, people will substitute, you know, particularly pork for beef. That's not a big substitution, you know. It really isn't. You know, at the open, what you're going to see out here tomorrow, folks, I suspect the NDX is going to have some heavy pressure on it. The reason being is that Amazon itself is a decent weighting structure inside the NDX 100, and as time goes on, right now, she's a psycho stock. There's no doubt about it. It's down $26 right now, and I've seen this down one day and up the next day, and then it gives it up. But Amazon has a high volume low at 288, wants to go lower. Numbers are there for it. You know, what you've also had is this, and this is what's important inside the weighting structure. Apple, Microsoft, which are large weightings inside the NDX 100, they already come out with their numbers. No traction. Why? Because they've already had quite a bit of tractions. That's important in the concept of where it wants to go. The biotechs are going south, and so are the chip stocks. You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Andy Heck's going to be coming up with Talking Commodities. Always remember, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Stay right there for I'm Andy Heck.